to show you is our custom report builder. If you look here in the bottom left, you're going to see something that says report builder. You can click add new report, and this is where we're going to start. Our report builder functionality is it is the single most powerful tool on our website today. Essentially, it's going to allow you to run a query on the entire App Store to find exactly what it is that you're looking at. So let's take it item by item. First is your report parameters. So you got to help us understand what it is you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for fast-growing apps, breakout apps, new apps. You're looking for highly downloaded apps or apps that make a lot of money. Let's start by just looking at fastest-growing apps. As with pretty much everything on our site, you're going to be able to break this down by country. So if you want to see the fastest growing apps in a specific country or a specific store, the next thing is that you're going to be able to actually query up to 10 different categories at the same time. So let's just type 4 or 5 different categories in here. And so you can see, we're looking to find the fastest growing apps in these categories. Then what we're going to allow you to do is we can filter by performance. So you can see, you have a lot of different options here. There's no reason to get overwhelmed. Ultimately, what we're saying is there's certain minimum performance thresholds that are very, very important to you or your business or the apps that you're looking for. And we're just giving you the ability to filter by anything that you want. So in this case, we can look at apps that have at least 30,000 downloads and let's say 50,000 monthly active users, so that we can make sure that we're looking at fast-growing apps that at least have like a meaningful user base there. You could filter down by different revenue thresholds if you wanted to as well. The next thing that you can do is you can filter down by SDK performance. So right here, you're going to have a little bit of a Boolean search. So you can filter down by exact SDKs or a group of SDKs. So for instance, let's say that you wanted to look at apps that had Chartboost or Tapjoy installed or App11 installed. Okay, you can add all 3 of those SDKs, and you could look for apps that have all 3 of them installed. But really, what you want to do here is you want to, filter down by apps that have at least one of these installed. If there's specific SDKs you want to avoid, you can add those. You can add those here as well. The next thing is you can actually filter down by company information. So if you wanted to make sure to only look for companies that were headquartered in a certain country or had a minimum or maximum number of employees, you're going to be able to do all of that here. If you are filtering in the United States, we actually do let you get as granular as state, and this will become unlocked once you type in the United States here. The only important thing I want to mention as it pertains to company information is that we'd advise checking these boxes down here that say include apps which have no publisher size or no HQ information, because there's only certain apps that we can find this information for. It has to either be listed on their LinkedIn page or their Crunchbase page or on their website, and by not checking this box, you're going to see a much smaller number of results. So just something good to keep in mind. Then we're going to just kind of show you a summary, making sure that we've selected all the things that we wanted to, and then you're going to click Generate Report. And what's really, really nice about the reporting functionality on Apptopia is that it's going to run the report for you in real time. And what you'll find is that these are typically pretty quick. So it typically takes 15 to 20 seconds to generate a report, depending on how many criteria you have. As you can see, it already completed before I could even finish my sentence. So what you can do is you can go in here and click into that report, and you're going to be able to immediately consume the results for that report. And so you can see that there's just a lot of information here. You can see that obviously you can click into any app or publisher. Because we looked at the fastest growing apps, the main category that it's sorted by is its rank movement over the last 24 hours. But you can filter and essentially sort this by any category that you want. So if you want to just see which apps have the most downloads over the last 30 days, you just got to click that header, and then it's gonna sort the report by that as well. And you'll notice again that these are these are only apps that fit our criteria, right? So they've had big rank jumps, and they fit the minimums in terms of downloads and usage. And as you can see up here, there's all sorts of different information that you can like slice this report by. So you can continue to look at different information. We had certain SDKs we wanted to make sure were in here, and so you can filter down by that as well. You can also look at United States performance only or worldwide information, depending on what you're interested in. If this is a report that you want to access a lot, you can pin that report so that it stays right here and is quickly accessible for you. But probably the most important thing is that you're going to be able to download that report into a CSV. This report is the CSV that you download is going to have all of the information that you've seen here in one really, really data-rich CSV. That's going to include company information as well. So these CSVs are very, very, very powerful. But I want to just go back here to the main page to point out probably the most powerful part of this specific section. If you look here at total results, you'll see that it says there's 700 results with 182 that are new. That's because what we do is we run these reports for you every single day. And when we run these reports every day, we actually collect what new apps fit this criteria that didn't fit this criteria yesterday. And what we let you do is, if you look over here, we actually let you subscribe to all of these reports and get them emailed to you every day, and you can see only the new results. So maybe you have this criteria that is just like defines the exact types of apps or the exact type of publishers that you're looking to reach out to or that you want to be notified of. You can actually set it up so that we tell you anytime a new app fits that criteria, pretty much in real time. So what it allows you to do is it allows you to build these custom triggers or custom tripwires to get notified about things that are going on in the App Store that are important to your business or your specific position. So I just want to show you guys one more quick thing on this. So let's just quickly look at top free apps in role-playing. What I want to show you here is just in the SDK section. So you can search for specific apps names. You can search for specific SDKs names. But what you can also do is you can actually search for an SDK function like video advertising or analytics, or in this case, you can search for just apps that have attribution SDKs. So if you wanted to, for instance, just find all of the the apps that are spending money on advertising today, you could run that query that filters down by that specific SDK function, or any function for that matter that you guys are interested in. And that's going to generate for us right now, and it's going to show us, the most downloaded role-playing games that currently have attribution SDKs installed. And so you can see there's over 500 results that fit that criteria. And what's nice is that if you click in here, it's actually going to break out the attribution SDKs for you. So anytime that you search for a specific SDK function, it breaks out the SDKs that fit that function, out from the rest of the different SDKs. So really, really interesting here. And again, just in general, these reports change a little bit based on the type of report that you're running. So now in this report, you can see downloads, revenue, daily active users, monthly active users, all in the same view. And you can actually see percent gain here as well. So again, jam-packed with information. You can and should be subscribing to these reports. some of our biggest power users, they're actually not even logging into the tool that frequently because they have all the reports that they need set up, sending them new results and hitting their inbox every morning. So custom reports, would strongly recommend spending some time here, getting things set up because there should be no more powerful tool that we can offer.